Pete Mel got a first-hand view from the water on that opening exchange. Pete, were you calling interference from the way you saw it?
Well, I did see it, yeah, and it was unfortunate that when you have that much contact, and then of course the fall by Gabriel Medina. The deal though was that the right-hander actually shut down on him. So when you start looking at the overview and you look at the very top of it, it's the center of the peak is who's determining. When you don't have priority like that, whoever's in the center of the peak. Judge is taking a look, deeming that Gabriel Medina had center of the peak and he could choose which direction to go. And pushing it a little bit too hard was Nat, but I know how much of a competitor he is, and he's not going to back down to Gabriel Medina.
Pete, at what point do you back out of that situation? I mean, is there a moment where you realize that you're not in the right place?
You know as well as mine, Potts, that you want to go head down and you know, there is a point, obviously, you don't want to get too mixed up, but at the same thing, you know, you got that first wave of the heat, you want to get those first scores, and sometimes you don't have eyes in the back of your head, so you don't know exactly where you are centered in the peak. You know, sometimes you be passive and back off and just let it go, but ultimately these guys were both alpha and they were head down going for it.
Well, Pete, when we look at it one more time, we're watching the replay, this lowers wave is a perfect wave to backdoor. Sometimes you want to be behind the center of the peak to set up that first turn.
Yeah, that's exactly right, but unfortunately the rule states center of the peak, right? So, I mean, I understand, and this has always been renowned for having interferences here, and the start of heats like that, you want that inside position. You want to, you know, but it's not a complete death sentence for him. It's only half of a score, although it makes it really difficult. He is handicapped.
Very true.